Good afternoon, crewmates. Captain Andy here. Here for some Final Fantasy XIV goodness. This will be the last portion of A Realm Reborn's 2.0 quest lines and pretty much anything that has to do with 2.0 that I can think of, aside from that fishing quest, which will take a while to complete. I'm not going to get it done today. I'm not going to get it done tomorrow. That's going to take a while. It is what it is. No, what we're doing today, we have one more quest in Ul'dah to do. Well, I can actually do it in the main series, but I'm doing it in Ul'dah. That is to be a culmination of all the 5 Beast Tribe quests. The Kobolds, Sylphs, Sahagins, Amalja, and Ixals. Along with that, I'm going to go through the guild heist. And, yeah, this will be the final set of items I can think of within A Realm Reborn that I have not done, aside from 3... So, yeah, those plus 3... trials, hard mode trials. Let's get this done. The hard mode trials, I'm not going to get that done today. I'll do that tomorrow. So I guess this is really not really the last thing, but sure it's the last of anything major. The hard modes I've already done for Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan before. So just going to run them again. Earth Font, I'll get to that in 2.5. That's when this came out. That's when I'm going to do it. Alright, Mimio Mio. Call of the Wild. Lieutenant Seraph, tales of your exploits with the lizard men have been tearing through these halls like wildfire. This realm has no dearth of adventurers capable of cutting down the beastmen or two, but those with the aptitude and inclination to pave the road to peace are far and few in between. And you have come at a most opportune time. The Order of the Twin Adders has need for an able ambassador, and I can think of none more suited to the task. Our contact in Gridania is one Lieutenant Gavin. Seek him out at the Adder's Nest, and he will brief you on the particulars of the mission. I have a feeling this is going to be like a series of quests. Nah. Or as my character will go, eh. Or however she says that. She says it a lot better than I do. I have a gruffy voice. Hope everyone's having a great day today. I truly, truly mean that. Clalin! What a not give to hear of your adventures with the beastmen over a flagon of mead. And yet, I fear that more pressing matters demand our attention today. When you're ready for your briefing, simply say the word. Little Sylph's lost. Your zeal is most appreciated, friend. Allow me to delve straight into the matter at hand. We have received the most disturbing report from our contact in Little Salas, the esteemed scholar of Sylphic mysteries by the name of Voice. I could not make much sense of his missive. I dare say I've seen chocobos with better crewmanship, but it would appear that recent events have struck the fear of the gods into the man. What few sentences I could decipher specifically asked us to contact the immortal flames and send word for you. It would seem that Master Voice was quite taken with your prior efforts on his behalf. It need not to be said that any threat facing your Sylph friends is potentially a threat to Gridania as well. Pray make for Little Salas and look into the matter that concerns Master Voice so. During this time I may be a little bit preoccupied with my phone. There's some important events occurring in my life. Mr. Voice. What's this? My copy of a brief histoire of the 12-foot has been replaced by a tome detailing 240 varieties of beeskin feces. Hello. Wait, Clalin, whatever are you doing here? I sent for you? Now that you mention it, perhaps I did. What is the matter? What is the matter, you say? A veritable peck of podlings pilfered from Little Celeste while I was taking a brief respite from my research. You must help me, friend. Why, were Elder fixed you to find out that this happened under my watch? This one will be entirely unsurprised. This one is heartened by Brave One's presence. If there is one thing that can be said of Bumbly One, is that Bumbly One has strong and trustworthy friends. This one fears it is exactly as Bumbly One says. Little ones that these ones have raised with care, little ones soon just brought to life, gone. Every last one. As you well know, friend, podlings are young sylphs in their pre-birth state. Why, this is no mere act of theft, but self-napping on an unprecedented scale. Little ones are the future. Without little ones, there will be no one to carry on these ones' vision of peace. The touched ones are behind this, no doubt. Having failed to capture the chosen one, now they would rear an entire generation of hate-filled, treacherous sylphs. We must stop them. And by we, I mean brave Clalin here. You will venture into the Sylphlands and rescue the little ones from the hands of their would-be kidnappers, yes? Yes, you must. Alright, so I might just be able to do this one set of quests. Guild Heist I'll do later. We'll see, depending on how quick... Yeah, Guild Heist, we'll see. She looks, but does she see? No, she does not. Otherwise, she would not be looking where she is looking. That which you seek will not be found here, for this is not the idle mischief of malevolent sylphs. Oh no, this is but the prelude to a dark and dastardly plot that threatens to shake Eorzea to its very core. My name? You could call me Sylvie. But you have no occasion to do so, for I shall pursue our kidnapper, and you shall return and see to our concerns. That is, if you know what's good for you. Farewell, friend. Our paths will not cross again. I must hurry. Yes, hurry to Lenosha before tragedy strikes again. Alright, let's go. Ah, there you are, friend. I trust you gave those nasty sylphs their due and returned the little one safely. What's that you say? It was not the touched ones that did the deed, and 'twas a mysterious green-haired maiden that shared this knowledge with you? Whoever could be behind this unconscionable crime? Perhaps the answer lies in one of my tomes. On the medicinal properties of gobu feces. This won't do at all. Woe is me. It would appear that there is more to the disappearances of the podlings than I originally suspected. But where to turn next? allow me to apply the scientific method to analyze the situation. The girl, Sylvie, said that the Touchstones were not responsible for the crime. As the souls of little Celeste would have no reason to kidnap their own, we can safely deduce that the perpetrator is not a sylph at all. Do you follow me thus far? You also say that the girl mentioned Lanosha, and that she must travel there before tragedy strikes again? Good God, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Pirates! Yes, pirates have stolen the podlings to sell on the black markets. Those scurvy, thieving scoundrels. Fortunately for all of us, I just so happen to have an acquaintance in the area. A colleague, I should say. He is a naturalist specializing in marine life. He goes by the name Gustin, primarily. I suspect because that is his... He goes by the name Gustin, primarily, I suspect, because that is his actual name. You'll find him at the Drowning Wench. He often said his ideas flow most readily after a pint of Batteran's Best. Alright, let's go here. Alright, so... So instead of this, let's change the name of the stream then. Change the name of the video to... It's gonna let us change the name of it. There we go. 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 Beast Tribe Questin. There we go. Alright, let's talk to Gustin. The seas are angry today, friend. The waves tense bar eye and they're foam. The seas are angry today, friend. The waves tense bars eye and there were foam. You'll be staying in port if you know what. Not a sailor, but an adventurer, you say. Sent by voice, you say? Let me and take me. I'd journey halfway across the realm and hope to rid myself of that barnacle-brained lubber. Fortunately for you and your bungling friend, you've caught old Gustin in a good mood. So entertain me. What's that bloody fool gotten himself into this time? Letter to Gustin. This note penned by pseudo-scholar voice is scrawled in a hand quite similar to Chocobo Scratch. Is this supposed to tell me something? This letter looks like it was penned by an half-drunk Chocobo. If you be so kind, spare me a headache and give me the details yourself. A mass kidnapping of baby Sylphs, and the bloody halfwit thinks there was pirates that done the deed. That sounds just crazy enough to be true. I was at the docks on the fell a few bells ago, and I spied an unfamiliar face. The man had just acquired a vessel, it seemed, and if me ears are true, was looking to sail for Afton amidst a fierce fog. A scholar with a face like mine ain't gonna be one to judge by appearances, but I didn't like the cut of the man's jib, if you gather me meaning. Mind ye, I didn't speak to the blighter myself. Me son Robin had a few words with him, though, and didn't seem to enjoy the experience none. If you speak with him yourself, you'll find him at the docks. Seems his adventure under the sea hasn't dampened his passion to follow his old man's footsteps. Umago! Final Fantasy VI. Excuse me. Robin. Hey, I remember you. You're the adventurer who returned that necklace to the nice fisherman for me. You did return it, didn't you? They were so nice to me after all. I just had to do something nice for them too. Wonderful. I knew I could count on you. What's that you say? Father told you about some strange man at the rocks? I saw him, I did. He was wearing some strange metal mask. At least I hope it was a mask. It looked more like part of his face. He said he had a score to settle with Nov. Of course, I didn't remember until I saw your face, but that nice fisherman that saved me, one of them was named Nov. I'm sure of it. Are the nice fishermen in danger? But please tell me you'll go and make sure they're safe and bring them this. Tell them it's a thank you gift from Robin. Alright, let's go here. There's Nov. Psst. Are my eyes to be believed? Yes, Clalin returns. Brent brings my sure-walking spawnling back to the clutch. Juicy orange. A burlap sack filled to bursting with freshly picked Lanosian oranges. Oranges? Oranges? This is a true delight. Ever since the last batch you brought, my spawnlings clamor endlessly for more. A present from the finless child. This pleases me greater still. Yes, perhaps a new generation brings hope to peace between our peoples. Clutch Father, I need your counsel. Do you so quickly forget, Sue? A Sahagan does not thrash against the currents. He is one with the water, flowing as it flows. Forgive me, Clutchfire. It is Boo, our youngest brother. What of him? He was spearfishing at Moonshade Isle, and then it was gone, spirited away by some shore walker. Why? All I my spawnlings seek is to live in peace. Clalin, you are the first finless one to prove yourself a friend to my clutch. I would ask you to accompany me to Moonshade Isle. I have no desire to turn my spear against the shore walkers, but I shall defend my spawnlings with my life. Travel on ahead, friend. I shall swim there. I shall swim along swiftly. Swim along swiftly. Merciless mercenary. I forgot to even check their names. over there! Do you see? Curses! While we had our fins full with those small fry, he's fled clear out to sea. Boo is among the youngest among us. His guild's not yet taken form, and his limbs are still bound by the finless one. If he is cast into the water, he will drown like a shore walker. I have come for my child, finless one. So you have. Most impeccable timing, if I say so myself. Save me, Clutch Father! Oh, too easy. Clutch Father! No! So much for the mighty Sahagan. For all your prideful posturing, in the end, you are not but beasts. Know your place and spare yourself any further suffering. Be strong, Clutch Father. Your son comes for you. These waters are too deep for a shore walker. Leave the Clutch Father's rescue to me. Return to the nursery and tell my stepbrothers to prepare to tend to his wounds. Worry not, Clalin. It's just but a flesh wound. And worse have I suffered. No, it is this honor failing to protect my child that cuts truly deep. This masked shore worker would steal my child from me. He will answer for his crimes. Yes, I must rest a while. Clalin, you may lack for gills, but you are as much my child as any of those I spawned. It is as your clutch father that I would beseech your aid. I know not what that masked shore walker means to do with Boo, but I fear for the boy's life. I would leave this moment in pursuit, but I am not young, and my wounds are slow to heal. My daughter, pray rescue my brother in my stead. There is a saying among our people: the shark that swallows a Sahagan will choke on its scales. Though my clash with the kidnapper might have appeared as a one-sided affair, I assure you that it was not entirely so. After I tumbled into the waves, I struck at the villain's skiff with my spear. Even in my weakened state, I was able to open a sizable hole in the bottom. The vessel will flood before long, if it has not already. The fiend will have no choice but to dock at the nearest port for repairs. And there is only one suitable location in Western Glenwisha. You'll find our man at Aleport. You can be sure of it. Go forth, O strongest of my daughters. Your spawn brother's life hangs in the balance. This survey of skiff reveals nothing unusual. You notice a small hole in the skiff's bottom, identifying it as the skipper's vessel. Kidnapper's vessel. Kidnapper's vessel. Wow. Again she comes, unaware that what she seeks has already been swept away by the tide. Just couldn't leave well alone, could you, stranger? Well, I suppose it matters little now. I know who it is you seek, for I seek him as well. I also know that our man left airport not bells ago, and none in town can speak as to his whereabouts. First he came for Silt, then for Sahagan. Yes, it is clear now. The wheels are in motion, and they will not stop until every beast tribe has been crushed beneath. He must be stopped, and I will be the one to stop him. Why indeed? Why Beastman? If I had an answer, it would make our search that much easier. Sorry. If I had an answer, it would make our search that much easier. Alas, the Ebon Claw's motives are as inscrutable as that red eye. If you would know more of our quarry, seek out battering at the drowning wench. I must move quickly before tragedy strikes again. Alright, since we're here, might as well easy way up here. Well, if it ain't me favorite regular Clalin. Have you come for a pint of ale? Maybe both? Or a pint or a tail? Bargain me with the spear, and tell me you didn't just say what I think you said. I told you not to tell me that, Clalin. I just hearing those words sends a shiver up me spine. The Ebon Claw, not a jab. Though I'd suggest you avoid speaking that name if you prefer your head attached to your body. One of the 5 deadliest sellswords in New Eorzea, by my measure. Not that you're like to have word of him. Prefers to keep to the shadows, you see. Smuggling, assassination, extortion. The dirtier the job, the more titillates the man. Believe it or not, he started out as an adventurer not unlike yourself. Some reckon he's just the hero the realm was looking for. But doing good didn't seem to satisfy him none, and it didn't take him long to turn to the dark side. You're as strong and sure alas as I know. And that's why I give you this advice. Keep a wide berth of the man. I'd hate to see you end up like... Which reminds me, Clalin, someone stopped by the wench not long ago asking if I'd seen you about. An officer of the Maelstrom, no less. I believe he said its name is Trackett? The birthday book didn't share any details, but it seemed the matter of some urgency. You'd best get along to Maelstrom Command and see what the fuss is. Okay. Thank the navigator. Just the woman I was looking to see. You remember Lieutenant Skeetsworth, no doubt? Aye, she leaves quite an impression. And it would seem you left quite an impression on her as well. She asked for you specifically by name. It would seem that another storm's brewing at the 789th Order dig, and she reckons she needs your steady and Need your steady and to navigate through. Sorry, just need your steady hand to navigate through. As for the nature of the storm, that'll you have to hear straight from her. Alright. Clalin, I thought you'd never come. We have a big crisis on our hands here. And I ain't just talking about that oversized bilge rat's aversion to anything resembling honest work. I tell you, after all you and I did to Tuanzoga's reign of terror, you'd think he'd have to make the slightest effort to raise his order from the arse end of a kobold society, wouldn't ye? Well, you'd be wrong. Well, that's neither here nor there. The reason I wanted you goes beyond this lot of loungers. We've got a catastrophe facing all the kobold kind. I tell you, these days it's out of the bomb's nest and into the cauldron. What sort of crisis, he asked? Scores of kobold from the mines just up and disappearing. Any moment they're there, and the next they're gone. Who or what could possibly be responsible for this? A serial, yeah. The rumors from the Shroud and the Notion haven't escaped me ears. Beastmen spirited away from their own, but one question remains. Why? From the sounds of it, you've already got some investigating of your own. I'll see what I can get out of Jiju and the rest of these laggards. What say you, sir, the scene of the crime? Word adds it that an inspection team from the 175th were ambushed right from the art of the kobold dig. The 175th is a friendly lot. You remember BB, no doubt? I reckon they won't be stingy with information. I saw it all. Yes, I did. He grabbed BB with one arm, pressed steel against her neck. It was so much to watch, too distressing, too painful, too much. I was too scared, yes, too cowardly to come out of hiding. But the overdweller girl, yes, the girl with green hair, she chased him, followed him, pursued him, chased him to the south. It stings, burns, sears, stings. I set my strongest bonds to get him, but he could do nothing. No, nothing. No, nothing. Yep. BB, where did he take BB? Where? Look, it's Sylvie. Curses, he's too... Don't touch me. I can stand on my own. My deductions were flawless. I knew the kobolds were next. I waited to strike, and yet I could do nothing. Nigel's jab, the even claw. I should have known I would be no match for that monster. My strength wanes. At this rate I shall be. I must go. Who is this overdweller girl? What is she doing here? And where can Gigi go? Who is this overdweller girl? What is she doing here? And where can Gigi go to nap in peace? Quiet, silence, peace? How the bloody hell should I know? Quit your blathering. Quit your blathering. The poor lass is wounded. Worry not for me. Please. You must stop him. Naja's jab, the Ebon Claw, sword to the underworld. And yet, he is but a blade for hire. No, another pulls the strings. Enough, lass. Save your strength. He must be stopped. Ixal, Amolja. No beastman is safe. Is she dead? Expired, perished, dead? Oh no, this cannot be. Bring my pickaxe. Juju must give the Ordwell girl a proper burial. Fool, she's not dead. But you will be if you don't stop with your bloody whining. The girl still lives. She'll need a healer. The girl still lives, but she'll need an healer. She'll need a healer's. She'll need a healer's hand and a clean bed. Neither of which you'll find here. I'll see her to Camp Overlook. Does the overdweller imply that we are unclean? Juju takes umbrage at your remark. Offense, insult, umbrage. Why, Juju took a bath just last year. Yes, he did. Worry not for the girl. She'll be safe at Camp Overlook. Our priority now should be rescuing Bibi from her kidnapper. My beloved Bibi was kidnapped? Why, yes. Why did you not tell me sooner? What is the ransom? Gigi has 2 chunks of ore and a handful of sulfur. Somehow I don't think that'll be enough. Besides, I have a feeling it ain't just riches our man is after. It would seem poor Bibi's life is at stake. Again. We'll need to move quickly, Clalin. I need you to share with me anything and everything you know of the man. You'll get to the bottom of this together. Ooh. If we're to have any hope of saving poor Bibi, we'll have to move quickly. Let's put our minds together, Clalin. What can we deduce about the kidnapper's means of escape? He found poor Sylvie collapsed in front of a sheer cliff face, and no way out save by which she came. 'Twas there that the scoundrel's footprints led ye, and it was there that they ended. There's only one direction a man could have fled, and that's up. Which leads us to our next question. Just how? I've got my theories, but what about you? By airship. Aye, it's the most logical conclusion. Access to an airship would have afforded our man a quick and easy escape route. If any suspicious vessels took off from the Kobold dig, I can promise you wouldn't escape the eye Commander Boylan. To Camp Overlook, Clalin, and quickly. While you're there, might you pay a visit to the last Sylvie as well? Loath as I am to disturb her rest, I reckon she too might have some knowledge to share. Well, look what the tide's brought in. Let me guess. Skate Sweet has got you running her errands, has she? I figured as much. She's never been one to pay much mind to the convenience of others. Why, not long ago she came rushing in here with a poor lass who looked like she was on her last legs. Does this look like an infirmary? I bear enough beds for my own wounded. She's lucky we had an empty tent. She's been resting in there ever since. I sent one of my men to bring her some food earlier, but she's refusing all visitors. A shy one, I reckon, but she's not going to eat if she doesn't eat. And we can't keep her here forever. A suspicious airship? Come to think of it, one of my lookouts did say something about an unidentified vessel taking to the sky. It didn't appear to be a threat, so we elected not to pursue. It flew off to the east, over the Strait of Merithor towards Aldenald. As for its final destination, your guess is as good as mine. Sylvie speaks from within the tent, her voice faint. Please, no one must enter. No one. Clalin, is that you? Do not worry. My wound's already healed. Forgive me. When first we met, I dismissed your aid. I was a fool. Were I weak, you are strong. But there is more than strength. Your heart is full of acceptance and understanding. It's as if you have won the trust of the beastmen over the realm. Yes, there can be no doubt now. You are the champion we seek, the champion we need. We are no match for the Evanclaw, but you are. You must put an end to his plot before everything is lost. He will strike the Ixal next, I am certain of it. You must hurry. Hurry to Encalt, and lend Chief Totolok your aid. I know that you have no reason to trust me, that I have not even told you who I am. I am sorry, Clalin. There are some secrets a girl must keep. But I promise you one thing. I am a friend. I shall share the truth with you before long. I promise. For now, I beg of you, please trust me. Help me. Alright, let's go to Encalt. Hey, for those that are joining, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great time so far. Sorry if I missed any chat from earlier. Who is this, Sizzle wonders. And then Sizzle sees. Return to us, Clalin does. Enjoyed us, Sizzle squawk, squawk. Now there's a sight for sore eyes and tired hands. What brings you back to the humble environs of Encalt? Keen to get back to the forge, are you? As you know, an engineer's work is never done. Even though the Dazul Clalin is yet breaking her own records, I'd wager my last propulsion designs will send her higher still. Squawk, Sizzo, squawk, squawk, squawk. Too squawky. Your squawkings are. Settle down, you must. What ruffles your feathers so? Tell Sizzo you must. Attack! Attacked! We were! Had our logging grounds. Airship struck by featherless nuker. It was helmed. Nuker! Squawk! An attack? What? We have done nothing to incur such aggression. Bravely we fought. To distant skies, featherless once airship fled. Black smoke and flames it spewed. Squawk and join triumph we did. Squawk. Sneaking around our logging ground, featherless nuker was. Peeping and prying and peeping. Drive him back, we did. Squawk. A raid on exotic logging grounds. Under normal circumstances, I would suspect the God's Scribbers responsible, but I have not known them to come by sky. But if not the Gridanians, then who? The abductor of the beastmen. Did I hear right? You're in pursuit of a dangerous criminal who's been traveling the realm, abducting beastmen wherever he goes? Abductions, you say? Squawk by featherless nuker, proud exotic wings bound? Pay for this dishonor he will. Squawk. Our first step is to find the kidnapper, a process in which my expertise should serve us well. The rogue airship was damaged in battle, yes? If you could recover even the smallest fragment of the vessel, I am quite confident I can use it to track our foe. Squawk! Not far from Hurstmill battle was fought. Any nuker droppings, there you will find. Pluck Nuker's hair feathers one by one, we will squawk. Fuck! What news, Clalin? Were you able to find aught of the assailant's vessel? Airship fragment. What appears to be a piece of hull plating fallen from an airship. Well, hello. What have we here? A piece of an airship's outer hull, is it? Let me take a closer look. Most uncommon markings, but I swear I've seen them somewhere. Ah, but of course. Why, this is a Garland Ironwork Model 1569-2 fine vessels. The most go through their lives without seeing one. Only a few are ever manufactured. You needn't act so impressed, Clalin. When your father's chairman of Highwind Skyways, you'd have to go well out of your way to not pick up a few tidbits of airship minutia. I will put in an inquiry with Advisor Coulson. A quick perusal of our records should serve to identify the rogue vessel's current owner. Yes, Clalin, it's but a matter of time before the curtain is cast open and the mastermind behind these crimes is revealed for the scoundrel he is. That this kidnapping pursuer pilots his own personal airship, and the Garland Ironworks 1569-2 at that, is fascinating. And more than a bit frightening. It hardly needs to be said that such a vessel would be beyond the purchasing power of all but the wealthiest Eorzeans. Your quarry, or whoever is paying for his services, likely has nigh limitless riches at his disposal. But have faith, Clalin. Some of the most capable men in the employ of Highwind Skyways are tracking the rogue vessel as we speak. Whoever is behind these abductions, his identity will not remain secret much longer. I have arranged for Advisor Coulson to meet you at the airship landing in Ul'dah. Whatever knowledge my colleagues may have gleaned in the meantime, it will be yours. Your foe is backed by the power of coin, but yet something much more stronger at your side, the power of justice. Safe travels, and may you serve that beast-nabbing scoundrel his due. I thought it was going to be a quick one and done thing. Ah, 'tis a pleasure to see you, lass. Master Tataramu had told me you. Master Tataramu told me you would be coming. I am pleased to inform you that we were able to retrieve the records requested by the young master with the minimum of trouble. I have taken the liberty of compiling the relevant findings. Yes, The Garland Ironworks Model 1569-2. According to the records, only 4 were ever produced. A shame, really. It was a marvel of airship design. Unfortunately, unrelenting attacks from Garland forces that year made for less than ideal manufacturing conditions. But I digress. At the time, 2 of the vessels were purchased by the Sultanate, while the other 2 entered Highway Skywind's own fleet. Of our two vessels, one remains in operations to this day, but the other... This is where the records take an odd turn. The records claim that it was decommissioned after suffering extensive damages, then sold off to a trading company known as the Laughing Alchemists. As the ship was heavily damaged, it was sold under the condition that it would be stripped for parts. Yet, this was but a verbal agreement. We have no proof that the Laughing Alchemists carried out their end of the bargain. Service with a smile, and prices so low that the traders will be laughing. Laughing their heads off. Seek out the Laughing Alchemists for a hilariously good deal. Such are their words. I cannot be certain, but there's something about this transaction that does not sit well with me. The fugitives has been sighted in the vicinity of Emerald Avenue. Bloody hell, steal the gates, block off all entrances to the Hustings Strip. I don't want to see either of your ugly face until the beast is in chains. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's this? A fugitive in the streets? You there! We receive reports that a beastman has breached the city gates and prowls the streets thirsting for blood. All civilians are encouraged to seek shelter indoors until we find the fugitive. Bring the fugitive to justice. Venture outside at your own peril. Phew. A beastman rampaging unchecked within the city walls. That is a frightful prospect indeed. In any event, I have shared all I have to share, and should be returning to my duties. Pray give the young master my regards, and tell him I would be most interested in having a look at that new airship of yours. Alright. This is the Emerald. It's rather large. I must be blind. They're just almost renegade. Have I been found at last? It gives you no pleasure to quest the life from your bones, but Have I been found at last? It gives you no pleasure to crush the life from your bones, but you leave me no choice. Say farewell to your loved one, slivering cur, for the next breath shall be your... Do my eyes see true? Yes, they do. Honored ally, I am beside myself with joy at this fated reunion. Do not look so perplexed. It is I, your brother and comrade in arms, Yadavgar. I can see the doubts in your eyes. You wonder what brings me so far from the Ring of Ash. I can assure you that I meant no harm to your kind. This I swear. Far from it. No, it is my own brothers that are in danger. Mere hatchlings stolen from us by a faceless foe. A sniveling cur too cowardly to meet us on the field of battle. I pursued him here to Ul'dah, and this was my mistake. No sooner did I arrive did they call me fugitive, criminal, or worse. They claim I visit violence on innocents, which in truth I have not heard of flee. But they will not listen to reason. I have no means of escape. I have no recourse but to become the murderer that they would have. Have I no recourse but to become the murderer that they would have me be? No, you must not say such things. Who are you to tell me so? It seems you've been busy since last we met, Clalin. Do not worry for me. My wounds have healed. I cannot tell you who I am, only that I am a friend. You have no desire to harm innocents. This I know. You must follow me. I know of a way out of the city walls. Though we had just met, I sense honesty and courage in your words. I will follow you. Do not lead me astray. The fates have reunited us for a reason, honored ally. There can be no doubt of it. The war leader waits you at the Ring of Ash. Pray honor us with your presence again. Okay. Honored ally, the fates smile on us today. You return to the Ring of Ash not from afar, and we are stronger for your presence. I have heard from Yadavgar how you and your friends saved his life in Ul'dah. I fear that the fault in sending him to such an unwelcoming environment was my own. The Brotherhood is in your debt once more. When the threat of our immortal foe, the Flamefangs, was quenched by your hand, Zanrak gained a measure of peace. And yet, I fear that these halcyon days were short-lived. Not long ago, an uninvited guest came to the Ring of Ash from the skies, bearing a fearsome blade and ill intentions. Fighting with a fury that bellowed his slight frame, he quickly subdued the strongest of our kin and absconded with a bevy of hatchlings. The shame, the dishonor, have the proud Almajal fallen so far that they allowed the young to be stolen from them like a sack of pobotos. My kin are shocked and shamed by this loss, but we are still Amalja. Unlike Ifrit's adult slaves, we have not forgotten how to fight for ourselves. The Brotherhood of Ash are warriors, and warriors do not abandon their sons. The word of God tells me that you too have pursued the same man. Join us in battle once more, honored ally, that the craven whelp will answer for its dishonorable acts, and feel the rage of 1,000 fists crushing his bones into dust. We of the Brotherhood devote our lives to the pursuit of true martial perfection, as you well know. Yet, is it enough for a single Almaja to achieve the limits of his strength? No, the martial prowess we achieve is passed down from father to son, father to son. So does our strength grow through generations, those that follow reaching heights of puissance, generation to generations. Those that follow reaching heights of puissance their forefathers never knew. This sniveling cur that would break this chain does us the ultimate dishonor. He will answer for the abductors of our young, and he will answer in blood. Honored ally, you and Yadavgar must go forth and find this wretch. Go forth in courage and know that when the time comes, your war leader will fight at your side, and our strength will be as one, a towering fist of rage to crush the life from our foe. Honored ally, I am in your debt. The Uldun's hatred for our kind runs even deeper than I imagined. Had the brass blades found me before you and your friend did, I fear that I would have been forced to do terrible things. You have spoken with the war leader. Every moment the hatchlings remain in the abductor's clutches, our dishonor grows. We must take the fight to him, and do so with speed. And yet, we know not where he has fled. But perhaps your enigmatic friend does, for she has left for you a message. She would speak to you in Ulda, where I fear my kind are not welcome. You will go and hear her tale, yes? And here I thought you one of us, Clalin. Running off without so much as a word. Is this how we treat a friend and ally? Your ancestors would turn in their graves. I overheard your talk with the war leader. You pursue a foot the likes of which we have never seen. A man who embodies the essence of martial perfection for which we strive. Only a fool would pursue him alone. On my honor as a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash, I, Lunga, would face him with you. What is this madness, Lunga? The fiercest of our kin were bested easily by this man. If he has reached the peak of martial perfection, you have only begun your journey up the mountain. And how will I ever reach my potential save by trying my skills against a worthy foe? Besides, Clalin travels to Ulda, does she not? You said it yourself, you would not be welcome there. But I, Amalja within but Miquote without, can move freely among its people. I will hear no further challenges. Let us be off, Clalin. This foray into the heart of civilization puts me ill at ease, but no matter. The battle that waits us stirs the passions deep within my soul. Lunga's passion I will not deny, but her wisdom is often lacking. The war leader would not be pleased to hear of her true intentions. I shall devise a suitable justification for her absence. Still, whether that one has steeled her will, few, if any, in the Brotherhood can stop her. See that she does not come to harm honored ally. Your friend awaits you at the gate of Nald. You come, and you bring a strong ally. This is inspiriting indeed. The Sylphs, the Hagen, the Kobold, the Ixal, and now the Amalja. Our best efforts could not thwart the tragedy that strikes at each of the Orge's beast tribes. And yet all is not lost. For with each heinous act, the shadow that conceals our villains is lifted. Naja's Jab, the Ebon Claw, the Laughing Alchemist, the mastermind behind this dark plot will elude us no longer. But first, Clalin, there's something I must tell you, and someone you must meet. When you're ready, come to the Gate of Thal. Clalin, doubtless you wonder what this place is, who I am. Finally, the time has come that I may tell you. Allow me to welcome you to the head offices of the Ash Crown Consortium, Eorzea's greatest purveyor of all things crystal. I have the pleasure of being Shanga Mashanga, chairman and president of said consortium, and I have the honor of making your acquaintance. 'Tis rare that I am so blessed as to meet a like-minded soul. Our deal Sylvie has told us all about your efforts to build trust and goodwill between the Origins and the 5 Beast Tribes. An admirable aim, and one I share. The Beastmen may be fearsome of appearance and eccentric in character, but are they truly so different from you and I? This is why I founded the consortium, in purchasing crystals from amiable tribes in return for vital resources they require. I aim to aid them in becoming self-sufficient. In this way, I hope to foster a lasting friendship between our peoples. It does not hurt that this arrangement has proved quite profitable as well. If I perform these acts simply out of the goodness of my heart, I'm like to see my Uldan citizenship revoked. All jesting aside, it goes without saying that few in the Sultanate share my fondness for beastmen, and so I keep up my appearances as a common trader. I would ask that you keep all what I've told you in the closest of confidence. Forgive me for having kept you in the dark, Clalin. As a humble assistant to Master Shanga, I did not feel it was my place to speak on the consortium's true aims. A bit too humble, I say. Though Miss Sylvie joined our ranks only recently, she has shown a remarkable commitment toward the ideals we espouse. I consider her amongst the consortium's most valuable members. She has proven particularly capable in the investigation of the beastmen abductions. If you know the truth, these crimes are nothing new. The consortium has been investigating similar reports from the beast tribes for some time, but to no avail. But over time, they grew more frequent, more bold. I will never forgive them, never. Clalin, was it? You are a rare woman. One that Sylph, Kobold, Sahagan, Amalja, and Ixal alike will look in the eye and call friend. Far and wide has the Ashgrove Consortium searched, but I believe we have found our champion. Join us, friend, that we might bring this menace who would prey on innocent beastmen to justice. Without you, our cause is lost. We are lost. You will join us, won't you? I guess. I thank you. Not long ago, a messenger arrived on behalf of Momody at the Quicksand. It seemed she would speak with you about an important matter. I do not understand all that was spoken, but it matters little. What matters is that we are one step closer to exacting revenge on our hated foe. There you are, Clalin. These 3 have been asking all over for you. It hardens me to see you well, Clalin. I was afraid the kidnappers stowed you away on an airship somewhere. Lieutenant Skate Swiss of the Maelstrom, reporting for duty. I meant to bring Gigi along, but he gave me some excuse about having lost his walking shoes. A pleasure to see you again, good madam. Thinking that my academic expertise might avail you in your search for the kidnapper, I decided to make the trip to Ulda. Elder Freaksdew and the others danced wildly when I told them I might not return to Little Salas. I fear the overwhelming sorrow and loss of my departure has driven the poor things to madness, and yet I knew it was my calling to join you. These three will join us in battle, adventurer. Such allies are welcome indeed, though we might do without the skinny fellow with the spectacles. Since last we met, I did my own research into the Laughing Alchemist of whom Advisor Coulson spoke. Sadly, reliable information on this organization is not easily come by. What would they stand to gain from the mass abduction of the realm's beastmen? Their motives are a mystery wrapped in an enigma, as are the current whereabouts of the Iron Blade. I've got a feeling that whatever they're plotting, they've precious little time to put a stop to it. Yes, it is clear that time is of the essence. In my estimation, the best course of action would be for us to split up and pursue different angles that might afford us further clues. Would we all be in agreement? I will pay a visit to the airship landing. By speaking to the deckhand and examining the records, perhaps I can ascertain the destination of the Laughing Alchemist vessel. I heard from my superiors of beastmen abductions reported last year. No one thought much of them at the time, but in light of recent events, I reckon they warrant a closer investigation. I have a friend or two at the Alchemist Guild. Perhaps they might be able to shed light on the Laughing Alchemists and their shady dealings. I shall pursue this man they call the Ebon Claw. He's hiding right under my nose. I can smell it. I can feel it in my bones. Excellent, my friends. Whatever information we come upon, we shall share with Clalin here. Now, let us get to work. Our beastmen friends are counting on us. Alright, let's go to the airship landing first. That's the closest one. Keep looking at the time. Got a limited time when I have to finish this. Airship landing is the first one. Talk with Tataramu. Couldn't have come at a better time. I was just perusing the arrival and departure records, and sure enough, a series of entries quickly caught my eye. To it, numerous requests for emergency landing clearance for a vessel registered to one Memoriga, chairman of the Laughing Alchemists. These entries grow more frequent over the past 6 moons or so, corresponding precisely with the recent outbreak of beastmen abductions. Memoriga, I have heard that name before and heard things I would rather forget. A man of great wealth, few can or willing to say how he came to his fortunes. Some rumors say he deals in black market weapons, some suggest far worse. In certain circles, they even call him the Deathmonger. I think we can safely say that we found the man pulling the strings behind these beastmen abductions. But 2 questions remain. To what end, and where might we find them? Okay, let's just go here. Next is Alchemist Guild. Okay. I think I went to the wrong one. Yep. Oh, adventurer! I was just wondering when you might show up. I've been perusing the pages of the guild leader for all purchases made by the Laughing Alchemists. Quite an assortment of rare and curious ingredients, I must say. 80 hunks of rotten void-scent flesh, 20 balls of Narcissus phantasmus, 50 ounces of lost soul entrails. As much as this may shock you, friend, the alchemical art falls somewhat outside my otherwise extensive area of expertise. An alchemist acquaintance of mine, however, informed me that the sale of such items on the open market is strictly prohibited. As he told it, there have been known to be employed in the practice of certain forbidden arts, the precise nature of which he deemed unwilling to relate in detail. Forbidden arts. Elder Frixio forbade me from even adorning myself in tropical feathers again, by the gods. Have the Laughing Alchemists divided elixirs to turn beastmen into beast birds? If so, I dare say we have a crisis of colossal proportions on our hands. Hall of Flames and Platinum Mirage are right next to each other. There you are, Clalin. You'd be happy to hear I was able to acquire the records of all reported cases of beastman disappearance over the past year. How we ask? Let's just say that Scathewith has more than a few friends, and not all of them are as worthless as Jitu and this sort of lot. Anyway, here's one case that caught me eye. Dated 6 moons ago or thereabout. An 100-odd silk course unearthed in northern Clalin. Cause of death unknown. And the bodies belong to Uldan citizens, yet you can bet your bottom gill the story would have graced the front page of the Mithril Eye. But beastmen, doubtlessly turned hostile and would dispatched by some well-meaning adventurers, or so the reason at the time. But recent events have put this incident in a whole new light. Still in Clalin. Aye, that's more than a mite suspicious. As was the state of the bodies. Not a single external wound. Poison, perhaps? I'm no agent of inquiry, but I'd wager there's more than a passing connection between this and the recent beastman abductions. We'll just have to see what clues the others turn up, and work from there. Lunga's next. Clalin, through the twisted, tortuous streets of this city I've tracked our quarry, and at long last I have found his lair. Within the garish chambers of this place, the Platinum Mirage, the craven curse slumbers, using his misbegotten riches to shelter himself from our vengeance. I demanded entrance that I might meet the fiend in single combat, but that fool child over there had the gall to refuse me entry. We cannot permit your membership without looking upon your face, milady, she said. Do come back when you've removed that ridiculous costume and have dressed in a bit more formally. Costume? This battle mask is a symbol of my rebirth and resolve. It represents my transformation into an Amalja soldier, ever strong and proud. I would die before removing it from my face for so petty a reason. Besides, these are the only garments I own. Well, Clalin, are you more than familiar with civilized life than I? How might I best approach this? You've spoken with all the others. Excellent. We should return to the Ashground Consortium and plot our next court of action. Get to Thal next. In about 10 minutes or so, if this is not done by then, I will have to place this on pause till I return. I think this actually might be the last quest too. Be unfortunate I have to put it on pause, but it is what it is. Sable Death Mask. Cute. Clalin, the others have yet to return, but I fear our time grows short. Did they share with you their findings? I see. All signs point to the Laughing Alchemist and their chairman, Master Memeriga, as being the mastermind behind these terrible crimes. What's more, he's been involved in shady dealings with the Alchemist Guild, procuring various prohibited substances known to be used in forbidden arts. In a seemingly unrelated event, the corpses of countless stilts were unearthed in Clalin 6 moons past, dead most likely from poison. Since that day, beastman abductions have been reported with increasing regularity across the realm. I hoped against hope that it would not come to this, but the evidence is overwhelming. Yes, they call the man Deathmonger, and it would seem that he has decided to truly earn the name. Necromancy, Clalin. The man has a mind to raise an undead army born from the souls of our beastmen friends. We must find him at once and put a stop to his madness. You say that his hired blade has taken up lodgings at the Platinum Mirage? Fortunately for us, Master Shanga is a member of the highest of standing. He should have no problem procuring entrance for us, which leaves on the matter of Lunga and the dress code. I know not this will meet your friend's liking, but it should serve its purposes just the same. I shall be along in due time. Naja's job, you will pay for your crimes against my loved ones. Not sure. Clalin, I must have been keeping close watch at the entrance. I've been keeping close watch at the entrance to this place. The craven cur is yet to show his face. I suspect that he still cowers within the comforts of his chambers. Did you speak with Sylvie? Was she able to secure his passage within? The battle calls me, adventurer. I can contain my rage no longer. Elegant dress. No expense was spared in the making of this luxurious garment. What are these flimsy rags, and why do you show them to me? Surely you jest. I am a worthy Amalja. I would sooner see the flesh rent from my bones and clothe myself in these soft, supple fabrics. I truly must wear them? Many moons have I lived, and yet never have I suffered such dishonor. Were the lives of my brothers not at stake, I would rend these drags in my hand and leave this dreadful place in an instant. Very well, adventurer, I will wear these cowards' tatters, but you must swear upon your life that none back at home shall hear word of this madness. Must you gape at me so? It's as if my shame did not cut enough, or not cut deep enough already. There had best not be anything else. There is something else, isn't there? You cannot possibly mean my face. This battle mask was bestowed to me by the war leader himself. It is a symbol of my passion and pride. It marks me as a brother of Ash. You may just as well ask me to rip the very flesh off my face. On this I shall not yield. The battle mask stays. Ah, the shame, the indignity. Forgive me, war leader. It is for the lives of my brothers, for vengeance against our foe, and for the pursuit of martial perfection that I subject myself to this dishonor. You are a friend, but say one word and it will be your last. Now let us go. Our fated battle with a mortal foe awaits within. It's actually a nice looking room. I have never seen anything like this. It is a veritable palace. Don't look now. I do not recall summoning whores. Uldan customs are so crude. Silence, fiend. You will pay for your crimes. Ooh. Such strength. Nizza's jab. We've uncovered your master's dark plot. The Deathmonger would slay beastmen en masse and raise an army of the dead, and you lend your strength to this heinous cause. Oh, that nonsense. Yes, now that you mention it, I do believe that it was a silly little plot. Have you come here to stop me? Nonsense. Silly? Is the mass murder of thousands of innocent beastmen so humorous to you? I know your trip too well. You see beastmen as little more than feral savages. I do. Well, well, this is quite a surprise. I have always strived to maintain equal disdain for all beings weaker than myself. That would be everyone, in case you haven't been paying attention. If Master Mamadika would raise an army of zombie beastmen and conquer the realm, he can have it. I seek only one thing, and one thing only, an equal. An equal. I have traveled the realm 100 times over and crossed blades with the greatest warriors of Eorzea as known, and yet none, not one, can match my powers. No, it is not for fame, not for riches, not for glory I fight, but once, just once, I would know the thrill, the passion of facing a worthy foe in the field of battle, to smell the sweet stench of my impending death before emerging triumphant as I have always done. You would see thousands of innocents die just so you can satisfy your depraved thirst for thrills. If anyone here should be called beast, it is you. My poor, misguided little girl. Death is but the blissful terminus of the lives of the weak. Come, now shall I show you its sweet embrace. When my friends vanished 6 moons ago, I asked myself why. What had they done to deserve such a fate? With the help of Clalin and her friends, I began to put the pieces together. Beastmen, you, Memeriga would raise a legion of the undead, a limitless supply of deathless warriors who could auction off to the highest bidder. Why, it's a veritable license to mint and kill. But where would he find his dead? Exhuming the bodies of Eorzeans would quickly attract unwanted attention. But beastmen, seen by so many as a scourge to the realm, yes, who would miss the beastman or two, or 200, or 2,000? Brava, brava, spoken with such passion. If I had known better, I'd say you were a beastman yourself. This one, you clawed one, killed this one's friend. This one will have revenge. Are my eyes to be believed? Answer me, clawed one. Where is Master One? Where can this one find this one's friends? I could tell you, but I don't think Master Memeriga would be too pleased, and he is rather generous with its coin, you see. Whatever the Deathmonger is paying you, we'll double it. No, we'll triple it. Would you prefer your payment in gil, jewels, and gemstones, perhaps? This is no mere idle bluff. I swear on the name of my father, chairman of Highwind Skyways. Mayhap you've heard of him? You speak madness, but this is my kind of madness. Perhaps I've found worthy rivals after all. Master Memeriga set forth for the invisible city. Doubtless the experiments have already begun. Good heavens, so the poor beastmen are being transformed into chocobos as we speak. We must stop them. That is all I will say. Your offer is tempting, little man, but I have riches enough to last a lifetime. If you would face my blade, however, your presence is more than welcome. If you want to fight, the fight will get ye. And this one will be your last. Yes, that's the spirit. I expect nothing less than a bloody feast for the soul and senses. Try not to disappoint me now. I believe our business is done here. Let us leave this place. Forgive me, Clalin. This is the second time I have deceived you. No. This one is a sylph of Little Salas. This one's true name is Silvexio. The walking one, Sylvie, is a creation of this one's skin-changing magics. This one learned the ways and words of the walking ones. This one would walk among the walking ones and talk as walking ones talk. That these ones and walking ones might grow to understand each other. Others felt this one, as this one did. Together, these ones left little Celeste behind, seeking out the cities of walking ones. But these ones' journey was cut short. Laughing ones saw through these ones' disguises. These ones were ambushed in Clalin. The still slain in Clalin. Gods, you were one of them. Yes, this one escaped, but others were not so fortunate. It was then that this one made a vow. This one would bring laughing ones to justice. This one assumed the form of a walking one Sylvie, came to this place and befriended kindly one Master Shanga. Master Shanga is a kindly one, but Master Shanga is still walking one. This one was afraid to reveal this one's true face, so this one toiled in secret, pursuing Claude one at every turn. The acts of these vile men would throw a spanner into all our efforts in rebuilding trust with the Beastmen. Let us hurry to the Invisible City and put an end to their plot once and for all. The Invisible City, a desolate place home to naught but the lost souls of ages long past. Why ever would this Memoriga choose such a remote place to work his dark magics? Doubtless a ghost town on the outskirts of civilization is exactly what the Laughing Alchemist had in mind. Why, just think what would happen if someone went awry with the experiment. An army of undead beast chocobos running amok in plain view of the populace? That would be panic. Yes, that sounds about right. Any road, the time for talking is through. It is time for action. We will inform the leaders of each of the respective beach tribe settlements, Clalin, and join you at the Invisible City shortly after. Yes, I've been instructed to give you this. I was told it was an explosive of Sylphic make, enhanced somewhat by Bogwood, the 798th Order, and then further modified for optimal throwing by the Occult 9. Think of it as a collaborative effort by all of our Beastmen friends. I trust it will serve you well. Now let us go forth and put an end to Memoriga's mad plot. Alright folks, I gotta go. A little bit later than I thought it'd be. So I shall stop right here. I shall be back soon enough to continue this story. Thank you. Alright folks, I'm back and finish up this quest here. A few more cutscenes left on it and we'll go from there. Remember to go to the Invisible City, that's in eastern Clalin. This one's been waiting for Brave One. The skies will avail this one little here. This one will remain in this form and conserve strength for the battle ahead. Walking ones who guard this place are some of the deadliest swords in the realm, hired by Laughing One at great cost. This one will not be an easy fight, not even for Brave One. Is Brave One ready to do battle? Do battle. This one is ever heartened by Brave One's resolve. Quietly now, that Laughing Ones might be caught by surprise. Oh wow, it's quite the... How many times do you have to stir that pot? I'm not paying you by the hour in case you've forgotten. Forgive me, Master Memediga. It shall not be long until the regions are fully dissolved. Then our preparations will be complete. In theory. What do you mean in theory? I'm not paying you to theorize, I'm paying you to build me an army. Yes, it will not be long now. An army of undead beastmen at my beck and call. The greatest military force Eurasia has ever known. Untold riches, no, even the very dominance of the realm is within my grasp. Who goes there? Memediga, this one has come for this one's friends. But look who is here. If it isn't the little girl who's been fluttering about the realm, poking her nose into my business. Or did you think you can fool me with your silly little disguises? It matters not. You and your friends are too late. The potion is all but complete, and there'll be nothing to stop me. Your laughable, precious companions will die, and their souls will serve me for eternity. But do not mourn their fate, little girl, for you shall join them. Kill them all, but do try to be gentle about it. What the? Treacherous fiends, purveyors of villainy, the vengeance of heaven is slow, but certain you shall answer for your treachery this day. Who is it that dares oppose me? I am the flame that quenches the shadow, the fist that crushes villainy. I am the war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, Hamul-Jah. My name shall be the last you utter with your dying screams. I am Na, spear of the dark death, clutch father first and warrior second. Sigil Tekalak of Elcock 9 I am. How to count Elcock 9 know not, how to fight Elcock 9 know well. Forfeit your life is. This one is Trixio, elders, little Celeste. Laughing One's crime against little ones will not be forgiven. Pikmin Jiju with the 947th this year. And Jiju has, forgot his line. Slipped his mind. Drew a blank. Forgot. Now, how does this do again? Together, we are the Beastmen Alliance! Ow. Gods, those sparks almost check out Chiju's eyes! Burn, blew out, check out an eye! Chiju Chubago to go easy on the saltpeter. Everyone's day of profiting and other one's misfortune has come to an end. Return captured ones, and return and surrender at once. Ha! As if a band of bubbling beastmen could stop me. You fools, seal your fate. Skok? And so the stage is set. Marvelous, simply marvelous. You bested me once, but this time you shall not be so fortunate. Feel my spear, shore walker. What are you waiting for, you fool? Kill them! Kill them all! Have you forgotten how much I'm paying you? Keep your riches, Memediga. I fight, but not for you. Yes, let the hatred and fear consume you. Come at me, taste the thrill of battle, and I will treat you to death's sweet embrace. This is the distraction these ones needed. This one will go off and find the captured ones. Brave one must take Scale Bomb and destroy the cauldron. Am I down to level 50 or am I still level 90? 90. Wow. A revolutionary new type of weaponry featuring a marriage of 3 independent techniques for neutralizing a potential target. Alright. Boom. Yeah, run. What have you done? The cauldron was made of solid mithril. Do you have any idea how much I paid for it? 5,600,870,000 gil. You've ruined me. Ruined me. Yes, yes. Let your hatred fuel you. Let me taste the rage that burns within you. Thrill me, excite me, delight me. And in return, I shall see your death is all the sweeter. Your overconfidence will be your downfall, shore walker. The battle drum pounds, calling me to the fray. Lend me your strength, elder. You sad fool. A magic shield. Skok! Not the time is this. You must take. And here's an extra boost. A push, a shove, a boost. This feeling. I grow weak. The world around me grows dark. I do you think you're going? That's my airship, you fool. I shall remember this day, my friends. You have proven yourselves worthy rivals, but do not think that you have won. No, I shall return to have my revenge. This one last quest ended up being several quests. What's this? Jitu thought his bombs were all gone. Used up. Depleted gun. Oh well. Here goes nothing. It's unfortunate for a fine-looking aircraft too. Everyone's crimes have been reported to the highest authorities by the Ashground Consortium. This one suggests Laughing One goes quietly. Laughing One's crimes are grave, and riches will not save Laughing One this time. Laughing One have much time to reflect on one's misdeeds as one rots in jail. My army, my fortunes, everything gone. Brave one. No, brave Clalin. This one has no words to express the depths of this one's gratitude. Nemexio, Flaxio, is everyone watching? Laughing Ones are no more. Finally, after so long, everyone can rest in peace. This one's been watching Subexio. Yes, watching very closely. Elder One remembers this one? How could this one forget? This one remembers the day Subexio left Little Celeste as if it were yesterday. This one's heart was heavy, yet deep down this one knew. If anyone could survive this harsh world outside the forest and build peace with walking ones, it is Subexio, strong of will and pure of heart. Subexio was alone for so long, but no longer. Other ones will welcome Subexio back to Little Solace as a hero to all self-kind. Elder One is too kind. This one is not strong. This one is... Say no more, Subexio. Subexio must save strength for the journey home. Brave One. Brave One is friend not only to these ones, but to guild ones and winged ones and scaled ones and furry ones too. It is Brave One that has brought all ones together. This one will always remember this day. This one learned what can be accomplished when one of all shapes and sizes come together as one. This one is forever in Brave One's debt. This one will return one last time to Ashground Consortium. Brave One will come too, yes? Oh, never mind, we'll go back to Ulda. And that is way over there. Welcome back, Clalin. I was Sylvie when we first met, and it is as Sylvie I would express my gratitude to you now. When I left little Celeste behind, I was a wide-eyed child, my mind and heart filled with wild fancies. Your people and ours are not so different. We have our differences, but with time and open dialogue, yes, it is only a matter of time before we can all live in harmony. Then my friends were captured, murdered in cold blood by Memeriga's lackeys. I saw the meaningless hurt and hatred directed at beastmen here in Ul'dah. The depths of hatred I felt for your kind, I could not put them into words. Then I met people like Master Shanga and you. I saw man and beastman working, fighting together for the greater good. Slowly but surely it all came back to me. It would not be easy, but perhaps my dream could still be achieved. Observing the battle at the Invisible City, I know now more than ever that this is true. The bonds forged today and will burn strong, a beacon of hope for all that would look beyond their differences to join their neighbor in the fight for a better tomorrow. I know not if our paths will cross again, but I know this: Eorzea is a better place for your presence. Farewell, Clalin, and thank you. You achieved allied reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash, Sylphs of Little Celeste, Knowledge Clutch, the 978th Order, and the Occult 9. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the vendors of all 5 allied tribes. Through your efforts, your allies of all shapes and sizes have forged bonds of friendship that promise to remain strong through the years. You are truly a hero to tribes across the realm. Alright, friends, crewmates, I'm going to be heading off for the evening, yeah, I will not be on for the rest of today, this evening. I will be back tomorrow, however. So those that joined, I thank you for joining. If you like what you've seen, click on like, click on follow. We are... What should we do? I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to raid Insum. Or not. Apparently he doesn't allow raid settings. Oh, that's too bad. How about this guy? Same with him. I don't know who else to raid that I can see offhand. We'll just call it a night. We're going to take care. Y'all take care. You got yourselves a good night. And we'll also see you all next time. Later.